God damn it, man. God damn it, man. Damn it, man. There's a fucking echo. Super echo. Super echo. Was there something here? Something here?
Jesus went up a mountain and taught the true meaning of the law of the land. Remember,
So, now.
what Moses brought down from God,
Now.
most of the people didn't even care, want, didn't understand it for sure, clearly. So Jesus comes and says, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to go up a mountain.
Can you hear me at all?
But on this mountain, I'm going to teach the true meaning of that law in a way that helps you understand, because I'm here in the flesh now. And then, of course, the transcendence and what the...
Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's see. Let's see if this works.
You know, they asked people my age, where were you when John Kennedy was shot, right? I was in American history class. And we had 12 students in our class.
I was with
two
your
rows
mama.
of 6. And a guy came into our American
Yeah, you know, some of these, it's just crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy.
history class of all classes to be in, and said that John Kennedy was shot.
Not be at war with Iran. Gas would not be heading toward.
Why is it all these women that look like old men with these stupid, they all repeat the same thing. Watch, you'll see.
It's $4 a gallon.
How could you say that when it was hitting 5 under her? Let's actually use an effect right.
Yeah, it was over $5 with Kamala and Biden, but for some reason people don't remember because they're stupid.
Let's put the word delusion.
You could say, oh, they were brainwashed. I'm tired of the brainwash now. Now it's just, you're stupid. You don't go and look for other information. You just believe what you're told by the fucking news. We know the news lies, and so if the news lies, then why do we believe anything they say, even Fox, and we still do it?
With sparkles. Delusion.
Delusional.
So let's have a great video if you guys want.
You don't go and look for other information. You just believe what you're told by the fucking news. We know the news lies, and so if the news lies, then why do we believe anything they say, even Fox, and we still do it? Delusional. All right. All right, all right. It's amazing the type of crazy people like this lady here. Let's talk to her. I follow this guy. His name is Conservative Podcast.
And Trump is
I like following just like regular people and all that. And I've unsubscribed to like Megyn Kelly, Tucker, who's straight up piece of shit. All the other ones, even the Hodge twins. They just it's like a switch, and they all turned, and they're all saying the same thing, and it's just weird. But anyways, here we go.
gone and Democrats are back in charge and we're rebuilding everything. The punishment.
What are you rebuilding? Oh, you mean the foreign entities that are trying to destroy America? That's what you want to rebuild. Oh, that's right. I forgot. She doesn't like America. She doesn't want America to be dominant. Oh, I forgot.
For MAGA for voting Trump 3 times.
So we need a punishment for voting for Trump 3 times. There's a lot of Democrats that voted for Trump. You dumbass.
Needs to be that they lose.
They go, I gotta go on the phone and voice my opinion because I'm retarded.
Lose their internet access for 4 years.
Mm.
That they cannot post videos or comments on social media for.
So because we voted Trump, then we're not gonna get internet access. Oh, okay. Wait, isn't that what the Iranians did to their people? They took out the internet, right? Oh, and then they say they killed 30,000 people. Then they came back and said, no, it was only 3,000.
4 straight years, so that none of us are subjected to their lies and misinformation.
But we have to listen to your lies and all your bullshit. The double standards.
We are rebuilding the chaos that they caused the whole world and America.
See that? Rebuilding the chaos.
America gets to be without their BS online for 4 straight years. Can we all agree to this?
What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Because I voted Trump, now there's a punishment? Well, we already knew that a long time ago. Here we go. Let's go to some more delusional people. This guy lives in Florida. His name is Adam Francisco. Let's go ahead and click that.
All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back in Lake Eola for the first time in a long time. And I'm going to be joined by Angela from Eat, Trade, Travel, one of my OG collaboration partners. So I'll put a link to her channel right here on screen, or you can go to the description and find her link there. I'm going to ask people a question today. Well, it's actually an open-ended sentence, and I want to see how they answer it. So the sentence is going to be, if Kamala Harris was president, fill in the blank. This will be a very open-ended question. I'm very curious to see which direction this one goes. As you guys know, Lake Eola is a liberal stronghold, so we should get some very delusional answers today. The only reason why I do this video is because a woman in a video last week, and I'll put that clip in here, said if Kamala Harris was president, gas would not be $5. However, when Kamala Harris was vice president, gas went over $5.
Yeah.
So that's an example of delusion.
And I think if Kamala Harris were the president, we would not be at war with Iran. Gas would not be heading
Oh, we'd be at war. They'd be trying to kill us.
towards $4 a gallon.
How could you say that when it was hitting 5 under her? Let's actually use an effect right here. Let's put the
Why do
word
they all
delusion.
look like that?
Delusion.
There's like a
So let's
certain
have
way
a great
people
video.
look
If you guys want to support my channel, my journalism on
when
the
they're
street,
TDS.
as well as a recovery from a kidney transplant, givesignal.com/Adam I'm the only immunocompromised man still fighting for the country, the Constitution, and Donald J. Trump. Let's have a great video, and as always, God bless Trump. Can you guys finish this sentence for me? If Kamala Harris was president.
Oh, that's the sentence.
Finish it, yeah. If Kamala Harris was president.
Then we would have a black woman president.
What else, though? What would be happening differently than
Why do
what's
they all
happening
look
now?
like this? Why do they all sound
Obviously
like
a
that?
lot because
that's
it's
a woman,
not
obviously.
a white man.
Give me one thing.
Oh
If
my
Kamala
God.
Harris
So we already hate white people.
We wouldn't be at war right now.
Well, would it be okay? If Kamala Harris was president,
where is this going?
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
Oh,
Facebook,
no,
Threads.
No.
Where
You
is
gotta
this
take it
going?
off. You gotta take
Where
my
is
face
it
off
going?
because I work in that industry and I can't.
What industry you work in?
Oh no.
All
Gotta
good.
take it off.
Have a good day. Can I ask you a quick question from my YouTube channel? I'm asking people to finish the sentence for me, all right? If Kamala Harris was president,
If Kamala was president,
what would be happening now? Name something that would be better or worse.
people, things would be a lot kinder, less confusion.
Kinder. They called us Nazis,
You know,
white
I think
supremacists,
things
and they
would be
still
much
do.
better because I feel like she's more authentic and genuine
Okay.
and more.
You can't
trustworthy.
even with these
And
people.
I assume you voted for her?
Yes, I did.
So I'd like you to say one nice thing about Donald Trump. Just one. I know
He's
it's
trying.
he's trying. What is he trying best at right now?
He's trying.
He's
Kamala Border Czar. She's the border czar. Over 10 million people came across our country. Kinder. She'd be more authentic. But Donald Trump is trying. Borders closed. The border's
trying
closed.
His best at his level.
Okay, what do you think about how he's
These
doing with the
people are so
border,
fun.
for example? Has he done a pretty good job there?
I disagree with that.
You disagree?
Yes, with how it's being done.
How should it be done differently,
Yeah, like
in your opinion?
In a more humanistic way, people are people,
closing off the
Right.
border is not
You know,
humanistic.
it seems that he's targeting people and races and pitting everyone against each other.
Well, we are the
Okay,
human
I appreciate
race.
your opinion.
Thank you.
Do you know where I stand? Can you tell?
One human race.
Yes, I can.
Where am I?
You're on Kamala's side?
No.
Oh, you're
Kamala?
not.
Look at my shirt.
Oh, Kamala.
USA for
Ladies, I have a question. It's a bit of a thought experiment. So I have a question. It's a thought experiment for my YouTube channel. So all I need you to do is finish the sentence.
Okay.
If Kamala Harris was president,
President would be Kamala.
well, if she was, what would be different? Something good or something bad? Better or worse?
Worse.
You think it'd be worse if she was president?
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me
yeah, you
one
could already
example
tell
of
she-
something you think would be worse.
Oh, she doesn't know how to put together sentences.
I think it's very important, as you have heard from so many incredible leaders, for us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment
She's drunk.
in time in which we
Look
exist
at her eyes.
and are present, and to be able to contextualize it, to understand where we exist in the history and in the moment as it relates
What
not only
is
to
she
the past,
saying?
but the future.
The border.
The border. Tell me why. Why you think that?
Because the border wasn't secured.
Do you know how many illegals came in under Kamala?
3 million.
How many?
3 million.
So
More.
many.
30 million.
Less. In the 4 years she was president,
Yeah,
about
they say
10 million.
20 over 20 million. Shit, if it's over 1 million, that's not good.
This is a perfect example of how bad.
Free weed every day.
Weed every day. Let's see what else is out there. Oh, I can't wait for their podcast. Let's see.
So the Florida House just overwhelmingly approved a bill to raise the speed limit on the highways from 70 miles an hour to 80 miles an hour. Which is cute because when the speed limit was 70, we was out there doing 100, and now that it's 80, they gonna be out there doing 150.
great guy, and I really hope he wins.
So my question for you is, the news is always telling us how awful of a human being he is.
Yeah.
What made you see past that?
My parents are
Be the man.
on his side, and I just think Biden's a really, really bad guy. So.
Did you watch the debate?
I don't like it one bit, because we don't need to be there.
What are your thoughts on what's going on between Iran and U.S.?
I don't like it one bit, because we don't need to be there. It's not our fight, and the reasons we're being given are a bunch of shit.
There was a risk of Iran building a nuclear
No, there
weapon.
wasn't. I think that's bullshit. There was also
do you
reports
know?
that we obliterated that potential less than a year ago.
Your house burns down. Can you rebuild it?
I mean, we don't have the information. We don't know what they're looking at. They have so much information about attacking Iran or what Iran was going to. And we know now that when they were attacked, look what happened. They started shooting missiles at neutral and allies.
Yeah, but I
So-
think construction material is a little bit easier to get than nuclear material for weapons.
It's pretty easy when Obama and Bush gave Iran money.
Since you do have an
Easy to
opinion,
rebuild.
Can you tell me where Iran is on a map? Can you, since you have an opinion? Okay, no?
I don't like it one bit, because we don't need to be there.
Say that again?
These people are
He was the
crazy.
only.
My goal for 2019.
LeBron James.
Students organizing anti-ICE protests were booed by thousands of their peers. Yes. Boo!
Boo! What are you protesting?
There's like 1,400
You're supposed to be in
students,
school.
but only 75 participated in this.
So funny.
Everyone else just booed them. Losers. Go do some schoolwork. I love to see it. Follow for more political.
There you go.
Getting hard and getting.
People are the ones who. Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Doing well. God bless you. What's up?
Is there a reason you're staying so close?
Yeah, that's funny. What you have to say?
Oh, okay.
If I can't enjoy the parade, I figured I'd like close with you.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So because of the doubt and the unbelief.
Are you?
Yeah, I got that.
Hey, you the villain now. I see you grown ass man.
Do you mind if I present you with something right out of the gate?
I'm John Morgan.
That's Zulu. That's
Zulu.
South African.
Can you
South
do
African.
it? Y'all
I
say
can
this?
Do it.
Do it.
So
Ready?
you sing it like. Nanzingonya.
I know it's not political.
Baba.
You were way off.
Ingonyama.
All right.
What does it mean? It means, look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
There's no way.
That is not
There's no
what
way.
that means.
There's no way
That
that's
is
what that
not
means.
what that means. That's exactly what it means. Look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
Here is our.
I'm a Loyola student and lifelong Illinois resident, and I just can't be quiet on this because, quite frankly, my friends and I are all absolutely appalled. It's been 4 days since Sheridan Gorman, an 18-year-old Loyola freshman, was murdered in cold blood by who is allegedly an illegal immigrant from Venezuela.
Yeah, deport them all.
Until this point, we have not heard a single thing from Mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, on this matter.
That's because he sucks.
Only today, the governor of Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker, put out a statement on social media in which he gave his condolences and only referred to the suspect as the person.
Well, it's
This
white supremacy.
person is a violent criminal who illegally broke
white
into
people
our
are getting
country.
Killed.
And don't let them tell you that he had no criminal record, because even if he only had a shoplifting arrest, breaking into our country illegally in itself is a crime. Illegal immigration in itself is a crime and a violation
Can't
of our
go to no
national
other country
sovereignty.
and do what
And if he
they
was
try to do
not
here.
here today, this murder would not have happened. This is not the first time that an illegal immigrant has committed a similar murder of an innocent United States citizen.
He is 100% correct, and I'm so proud of our young people starting to stand up and standing for what they believe in.
See reality.
And they are now starting to realize that you don't have to be bullied into being a part of the go along, get along. You don't have to be bullied to be a part of the culture and allowing for this type of stuff to happen. Because I'll just tell you, if it was a cop instead of an illegal migrant, then people would be outraged and they would be marching in the street, and they can't wait to get some Black Lives Matters merch out there so that we can try to push for a narrative. If it was You know, a white person at a grocery store that got into it with somebody and somebody got hurt or killed, they would be sitting there championing lives and all of this other stuff. But as soon as it's an illegal migrant, because remember, they still don't honor Laken Riley, and they had to push for Kamala Harris even on the campaign trail to even say Laken Riley's name. But they can't wait to try to push to you one of these white liberal apologists that put themselves in harm's way and disobeyed a direct order while driving a car towards a...
You know, you can hate Trump. That's fine. People don't care. But you got to condemn what's going on the other side or just overall. When you're just ignoring it, woke, willingly overlook known evil, it's hard for us to just to meet in the middle and communicate.
Police officer, they can't wait to try to print up a sign and sign up to get paid to protest and run over there to Minneapolis and all of that stuff, but they ain't got nothing to say when it comes to a person in their own city.
Yeah.
The Chicago mayor had more to say about what...
Americans are dying. Americans are being defrauded and nothing. But white supremacy, you're a racist, Trump bad. That's it. It's not logical.
Do you mind if I do my Trump impression for you? And can
Watch me make a logo for a brand using...
The arrogance here is actually unbelievable.
I think it's hilarious how we're always hyper-focused on Trump when the left wing has been the most violent political party over the last 10 years. Y'all are laughing about this, but Charlie Kirk just got shot in front of by a left-winger.
No.
Yes.
What was on the bullet as well? It was also
fascist,
and he also had stuff from Groyber's
This
camp.
guy was dating a trans person.
Oh no, you have no proof of that. You don't. You're really making it up. They did everything they could to make it.
all of the evidence.
No, they literally just had no proof that he was dating a trans person.
Okay,
also, it's
so
crazy.
fine.
The left make things up and then blames it on the right.
You interrupted me. I was speaking.
No, just go ahead.
Okay, so it's ongoing, but that's like insane. Trying to
You speak a lot, and then you get
So
mad
do
at
you,
either of us when
Dean.
we do.
So do you.
My point is, we don't exactly have an ideological motive,
Yes,
considering
we
that
do.
on the bullet there were multiple things that were written on those.
Protect
So it doesn't
illegals,
really actually
Have you ever heard of
trans
Antifa?
everybody.
Have you ever heard of shutting the fuck up?
Yeah, that was really disrespectful,
Because-
Dean. I thought that you were
There's just no productive dialogue to be had.
feminist.
The arrogance here is actually
Trump just revealed that NATO failed his test and that America will never forget.
Nobody's a match for the United States, but they're not a match for the United States.
Did you know that NATO GDP is $40 trillion based on the internet? I looked it up. I did some searching, and NATO's GDP is $40 trillion, and they can't even pay their 2%. And America fronts the bill for, if you go to, I can go to financialaid.gov or foreignassistance.gov and show you all of the money that's been given to all these countries over all the years.
United States is small potatoes. That's why I'm so disappointed in NATO, because this was a test for NATO. You can help us. You don't have to, but if you don't have,
$40
if you don't
trillion.
do that, we're going to remember. Just remember this in a number of months from now. Remember my statements.
What does he mean by that? A matter of months from now.
Have an expression. Never forget.
And 2%
What do you
is
think's gonna happen
$800
a
billion.
couple months from now, where remembering that they didn't
That's
help
what they're
us is
supposed
going
to
to
pay.
matter. Follow for more political crack. Trump just revealed that NATO
Stan
failed
Price, he's
his...
the man.
Do you
too.
trust your girl?
I'm going down south.
I'm exhausted.
Hey!
I'm exhausted.
Hey! Hey! Listen up! Hey! I told you to be focused, and you're not focused right now. Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on.
Never seen his video. Let's see what he's saying.
Be quiet for a second. You've got an older gentleman who is supporting his candidate. He's not doing nothing. You don't have to worry about him. You should. This is what I mean about folks not being focused. First of all, we live in a country that respects free speech.
Okay.
So,
Where's your birth certificate?
second of all, it looks like maybe he might have served in our military, and we got to respect that.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Third of all, he was elderly, and we got to respect our elders.
All right.
And fourth of all, don't boo. Oh! Don't boo. Oh! Come on. Now, I want you to pay attention. Because if we lose focus, we could have problems. This is part of what's happened here during this election
Never
season.
seen
We
his
just
video.
get stirred
What's
up
what's
for all kinds of reasons that are unnecessary. I want to remind you what I was saying. We can't afford a commander-in-chief who insults POWs, who
Never
attacks
happened.
a Gold Star mother,
Never
who
happened.
actually talks down to our troops, says
Never
he
happened.
knows more than our generals. Even a Republican senator
Well,
said we can't
I
afford to
get
give
that.
somebody like that the nuclear code, somebody so erratic. I want you to think about that. Hey!
Dino, what does you, a person who's rich, who doesn't know what struggle is like?
My number one thing I'm obsessed about. Which one matters more, great family or great career?
Family.
Great family. You should want to meet your future husband that will be able to make enough money that you can quit.
Okay.
That would be.
All right, let's see what else is going on. Drive this dude.
Day one of laughing at every U.S. soldier who's in the conflict in Iran. You lost your life for child and cannibals. You clown!
Brother, I hate to put you on the spot here because I'm picking up a very special needs school shooter halfway
like a bird.
transition type of vibe here, but what in the hell is going on with your eyebrows? You do somehow match the rest of your face. I will give you that. But I'm going to be real honest with you
Laughing
here.
at a
I don't
military
think you're in a position to be laughing at anybody. I might disagree with a whole lot of the stuff that our government does, but I never disrespect our troops because I'm not a degenerate piece of shit. But what do y'all think?
Right.
Here's Jimmy Kimmel making fun of Mark Wayne Mullen, our new DHS secretary, because God forbid, guy was a plumber. Check this out.
Don't worry, Trump's got a whole new generation of thinkers lined up, including his newly confirmed Secretary of Homeland Security, Mark Wayne, Chuck Mike, Bruce Dave Mullen. Maybe Mellon's better. He is the now former senator of Oklahoma. Before he was elected to the Senate, Mark Wayne Mullen was a low-level MMA fighter and a plumber. That's right. We have a plumber.
Here's Jimmy Kimmel making fun of Mark.
Homeland Security, Mark Wayne, Mark Wayne Mullen was a low-level MMA fighter and a plumber. That's right. We have a plumber protecting us from terrorism.
I bet you never did anything like that in your
You know,
life,
Jimmy,
bro.
I want to say something different right now, but I promise you I'm
Dan
really
is the
trying to
man.
reduce the F-bombs on the show. So I'm going to pass on that. I'd give you a language alert here. Take the script, you know, and a little paper. It's probably a big stack, too. Roll it up in a ball, Jimmy. That script edge. The thing about plumbers is they use their skills and their mind and their hands to make the world just a little bit safer and a cleaner place for all of us to live in.
Yeah,
We'd be able to
plumbing, you
live
gotta be
without
smart
plumbers
to be
who
a
manage
plumber.
to do things people like Jimmy Kimmel can't never be.
You're sheriff of Durham County.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful parish. Or we call our counties parishes. Beautiful county. Is it at least part of your job to protect the public?
Yes, it is.
Okay. You believe that vetting people at the border is racist, do you not?
I'm sorry?
You believe that vetting people at the border is racist, do you not?
No, I've never said that. I believe that having secure borders is important, and we have processes that allow individuals to come into the country the right way. Absolutely.
You believe that people should be able to violate federal immigration laws without consequences, don't you?
No, sir, I do not. I believe that anyone who violates federal or state law needs to be held accountable, and there need to be consequences.
You don't believe in cooperating with ICE, do you?
I believe in cooperating with federal authorities, as I do. A number
Which
of
is ICE.
federal agencies I cooperate with, and I certainly would cooperate with ICE if they would cooperate with me.
You were elected in 2018, Sheriff, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
This dude's so funny.
On April 18th, 2018, you gave an interview with a media organization called Indie Week. Do you remember that?
I'm familiar with the
What the
paper,
fuck is
yes.
that?
Okay. Here's what you said. I'm quoting you, your words, not mine. I disagree with the incumbent sheriffs. That's the guy you beat. With the incumbent sheriff's cooperation with ICE, I will make a clear and uncompromising commitment to not cooperate with ICE. As sheriff, I will not honor ICE detainers, and we will not participate
Keep criminals
in
in our
ICE
country.
roundups, end quote. Did I read that correctly?
Yes, sir.
He didn't want to lie.
I think we're all out.
We need freedom, Donald Trump. Head off, please. We need freedom. The Cubans need freedom. We are here for that. We are trying to get our freedom. We need it. My English is not the best, but I'm just gonna say,
It's better
we
than
need
most.
freedom, Donald Trump. Head off, please. We need freedom.
And unfortunately, this is true to this very day. We have a lot of folks in this country that have Trump derangement syndrome.
I know.
I genuinely believe that is a real thing. You mention the name Trump,
It's
and
developed.
it's like, you guys remember the Pavlov's dog experiment? It's like they automatically just get angry. You just mention the name Trump. It's crazy.
What?
It really is.
I would think liberals would love the fact that you have the biggest electric vehicle company in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be adored by the left, you know.
Yeah, not anymore.
Less so these days.
He killed that, huh?
I mean, less so.
killed it.
I really did it. Well, I mean, this whole sort of like, you know, they call it like Trump derangement syndrome. And I don't, you know, you don't realize how real this is until like you can't reason with people. So like I was at a friend's birthday party in LA, just a birthday dinner. And it was like a nice, quiet dinner, and everyone was behaving normally. And I happened to mention, this is before the election, like a month or two before, I happened to mention the president's name. And it was like they got shot with a dart in the jugular that contained like methamphetamine and rabies, okay? And I'm like, what is wrong? Like, guys, like, you just can't have like a normal conversation. Yeah. And it's like, it's like they become completely irrational.
That's hilarious.
This is a sign.
I am cold.
If you touch me, put your hands on me, bro. I promise you, bro, I know something, bro.
I don't have to put my hands on you if you just walk off the bus.
Yeah.
Bro, you touch me, bro, one of us is gonna die on this bus.
Alright, well, we're not going to be talking anymore. When the other units come, we're going to be removing you from the bus.
You're not gonna touch me. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me. I promise you that. Touch me. Touch me.
When I stopped, I reinvented.
I would kick a guy out.
You know, people bring the energy and.
Well,
If you plug in your business.
Mike Lee educates Durbin on Save American Act.
My name is Dick
Check this
Durbin.
out.
We took great pains to go out of our way to make sure that no American would be left in the dark.
Well,
this will not cost them a dime, and no one will be excluded if they can't find their documentation.
All of us should be aware of the fact of what is required by this act when it comes to registering to vote.
I've been around since.
When I see these people go to Cuba, how wonderful, and poor people, because the U.S. is oppressing them, knowing the truth, knowing that no person gets on a raft and spends days at sea trying to get to freedom, knowing very well that they could die, and just living with that reality.
Yeah.
No one does that unless what's going on over there is really, really dark. Yeah, we're resilient, but not because we've been fighting against the U.S. It's because we've been oppressed by a regime that, you know, sold social justice. And it's even scarier when you see the similarities between the Cuban narrative and the Democrat narrative. Because Cubans on the island, it's time for them to rise up. And they're starting. I know it's scary, but we're doing our best to try to encourage them. If Cuba rises and shows the world, no, we do not agree with the regime. No, we do not agree with these, you know, bobos coming here to talk the nonsense they're talking and try to twist the narrative. If that were to happen, I think it would make the biggest difference. So I think that the U.S. is doing a wonderful job and we appreciate it. But my wish is that the people overcome fear and finally show the world that they've had enough.
I don't think I've ever heard a case better articulated than that. And what I mean is a lot of people going, hey, no, we actually love the U.S. Can you help us? And you taking inventory and accountability saying, yeah, but Cuba has to do their part.
When I see these people go to Cuba, how wonderful, and poor people, because the U.S. is oppressing them, knowing the truth, knowing that no person gets on a raft and spends days at sea trying to get to freedom, knowing very well that they could die, and just living with that reality. No one does that unless what's going on over there is really, really dark. Yeah, we're resilient, but not because we've been fighting.
Yeah, this is a woman with.
Here's exactly what happened.
Let's see what else we can find.
Okay. Truth sounds like hate to those that hate the truth.
Just go ahead and say that the way that Nino has wanted to be the front face of the most egregious offenses of all of this, we should call that out. And any candidate who is aligned with him or who is allowing him to speak on their behalf, we should be concerned as a community, as voters. We should make sure that we are paying attention to where those alliances are, and we are staying away from them. They are not good for Midland. They are not good for Texas or for the United States, and we need to be paying attention to those things and calling them out. And we don't want those people to have a microphone or a decision-making seat in our community. Why are they not standing up? We need a community, the 80% majority of this community who know the truth need to stand up, and they need to say, we've had enough of this.
Interesting. My daughter would like to know, Mary Blanc, how do you want me to stop? Because that's a very telling interview you gave on K-Well. I would also ask I get a police escort out of here. I'm kind of fearful of my life and safety. Y'all talk about having correct decorum. I think that's pretty alarming that the mayor goes on the radio and basically blasts me, private citizen, also Derek Smith, a couple of us, just for, exercising our free speech.
Yeah, Nino America, just, posting stuff like I post stuff and, loves this country, he's Mexican, loves this country, and he don't give a shit. And people like this, they want to suppress conservatives and Republicans. It's what the left has done for years and years, hundreds of years, and all this.
Again, you took $50,000 from Saeed Anwar, Pakistan-born Muslim, and there's nothing hateful about stating the facts. Robin Poole, you took, I think, $25,000 from him as well. And again, I don't understand how that's hateful to state the obvious.
Yeah, why are you taking that money?
I want to continue here. I don't know if my time's going to run out, but Tommy Gonzalez.
Foreign entities are trying to destroy America, and a lot of it is either Chinese or Muslim. I mean, sorry, that's just the way it is.
Gonzalez, I want to state something real quick. I'm going to ask something that deserves a clear answer. I'm putting it on the record. Mr. Tommy Gonzalez, this is a statement of fact, and you can answer it if you choose to.
Go follow
How many other
Nino
cities are you
America.
currently consulting for, Mr. Gonzalez? Do you not want to answer that? Statement of fact? Because the citizens of Midland deserve to know whether their city manager is fully focused on the city or spread across multiple cities at the same time. And I'll follow with this. Here's a big issue. This isn't about one person. This is about a pattern. Why don't I give the rest of my time? They didn't start my time. Why can't I get my time?
See, that's what they do. They just wait until you're done talking, and then they just talk like you're not even there. They say they like, voters, and they're here for America because it's all a show, but they're taking money from foreign entities, from India and Pakistan and all this other bullshit, and then just ignore you like you're just a piece of paper floating in the wind. All these losers. It's happening local everywhere, guaranteed.
It's peaceful protest. Leftists in New York City are holding a vigil for Iranian dictator Ayatollah Khomeini, who was killed by military strikes last weekend. I don't think a lot of them should be here, right? But that's America. It's peaceful protest.
Yeah. Never. George Floyd was a...
Well, this is going to sound...
Booking.com.
So Dan Balzerian, the king of Instagram, has just come out and announced that he's going to be running for Congress in Florida simply because he wants to take out Randy Fine. And he actually announced his congressional run today by posting, "I'm going to run against that fat fuck Randy Fine for Congress." Balzerian and Fine have had a long-standing beef because, well, Fine seems a lot more committed to serving Israel than the people of the state of Florida. But I'm sure he's got a very good and authentic answer for that, and he's not bought out at all, right? If you remember correctly, he's the dude that got the bill passed that made it illegal to criticize Israel in the state of Florida, which most people, including Balzerian, say goes directly against our First Amendment rights in this country. But it's up to you, Florida. Would you rather be represented by a dude like Dan, who has adorned an absolutely glorious mullet and a full beard and looks like he's chiseled out of granite? Or you could just stay with old Randy Fine, who looks like he's moments away from getting caught in a Chris Hansen sting. Which would you choose? Let me know down in the...
He's definitely getting caught.
And you say, well, why didn't the employees do something? They did. They told the people higher up, the people with the flags in their office.
Yeah.
And you know what they did? Nothing. You know why? Well, here's what the legislative auditor in Minnesota said. He said that the threat of litigation and the negative press affected how the state politicians use their regulatory power. And here's what a fraud investigator in the Attorney General's office said. She said, there is a perception that, I'm quoting now, that forcefully tackling this issue would cause political backlash from the Somali community, which is a core voting bloc.
Wow.
For Democrats.
Wow. Well, we all
And in
knew that,
fact,
obviously.
One of the other witnesses in the fraud investigation said, look, I told the prosecutors, let me just give you a cold dish of truth. The 80,000 voting bloc of folks with Somali ancestry, you got to have their votes to win in Minneapolis. And if you're a Democrat and you can't win Minneapolis, you can't win in the state. So the politicians did nothing.
Yep. Because they didn't want to lose their votes.
Don't just take my word for it. And don't blame the state employees. They tried. In fact, recently the state employees, they just said, look, we've had enough. They posted this. These are over several hundred employees from the Minnesota Department of Human Service who administer this program, who just get up every day and go to work and do their job and want to help people. This is what they posted on social media. I'm quoting now, Mr. President. Governor Tim Walz is 100% responsible for massive fraud in Minnesota.
Duh. Duh.
I'm sure he wasn't the only one.
Yeah, duh.
Because this fraud was an open secret.
Duh.
But I'm quoting from what the employee said.
Duh.
Governor Tim Walz is 100% responsible for massive fraud in Minnesota.
Yeah, duh.
Happy New Year, everyone. Well,
I'm trying to make money to feed my kids.
Build your flip.
Hey, let him cook.
Perry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
Do you trust your mother every night to fix your Hot Pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on?
Hey, let him cook.
Oh my God, let's do it again.
Perry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
Do you trust your mother every night to fix your Hot Pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on?
Go do some push-ups, bro.
This is not a Minnesota problem. It started in Minnesota, but we found an individual in our investigation who was teaching and training other states to do this, and it's spreading out. It's in Seattle, New Jersey, New York, Florida, Georgia. It's everywhere.
Yeah, we know.
Focus should not come.
Cuba needs freedom, Marco Rubio.
You have a message for Marco Rubio?
Yes, please.
What's the
Marco
message?
Rubio, remember, Cuba is in America. We are the next. Please, we are the next. Cuba need freedom.
What's your favorite hangover cure?
More alcohol.
Pedialyte.
What is that?
What you give to kids if they're having a bad day or something.
What is it?
Basically electrolytes and sugar.
Oh, okay. I thought we were like giving them drugs or something. What's your favorite hangover cure?
Bloody Marys. Bloody Marys.
Beer, cigarettes, weed.
What if you have to go to court?
I put on my good court shirt like I'm wearing right now.
What's your favorite Spanish bad word?
Puta.
Puta!
Puta.
Now on digital.
Hi, Black Dude here. I can trace my family ancestry to slavery. I even know where they were slaves. My mom experienced Jim Crow. I think I've watched every episode of Eyes on the Prize when I was younger. With that said, can you directly explain to me, again, this is a black man talking, not me. Can you directly explain to me how the SAVE Act is Jim Crow 2.0? In fact, literally, every black person I know has ID. Literally, every black person I know has a car.
If you love that Vinnie.
You got to be a certain age to remember the dodgeball we used to play with.
Is this song about the Epstein files too offensive?
Let's talk about the Epstein list, cause
I cover the White House.
Watch this clown dig.
I cover the White House, and I was reading.
Watch this clown.
Is this thing? Can we agree that
I dropped some.
This woman found another hack to get free fried chicken.
After 13 years.
Check deposited.
Charlie, in order to be saved, do I need to be baptized?
The Bible is split on that.
What do you think?
Well, the one person that we know that entered eternal life, which was Jesus on the cross and the criminal next to him on the cross, was guaranteed eternal life and was not baptized.
Here's what I have to say about that. The thief on the cross, sure, he didn't get baptized, but I will argue that the thief on the cross was under...
Stabilize your.
Quietly in the middle of the night, 24 F-22 Raptors left their bases in the U.S., headed south, and are operating flying missions in Southern Spear. This airplane is the Beast.
Ooh, look at
it
that
is
thing.
arguably the most advanced fighter aircraft in the world. It has no peer. And flying in the humid environment of the Caribbean makes for some great video out the back of a KC-135.
Yeah, it looks like it's not even real. Interrupting a meeting. Let's see what
At
this
this
is.
time, we'll move forward to our executive session.
Oh, the Nino again.
Our staff is not live to city council.
How's this go?
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. I'm a loud talker.
So Mayor, I just wanted to correct something for the record. Our staff does not lie in this council or in this public.
But they do.
You can only respond with facts.
You're a liar.
No more hours.
Fraud.
You can only respond with facts.
They keep you out of your fast over here. I'm leaving, officer. I'm leaving. Tell all y'all.
It's time to go.
I'm leaving.
You support Trump, and they'll
Jesus
turn on
Christ,
you.
Lord.
I wish you represented that.
What'd you say?
I wish you represented that.
Who do you represent?
Number 46, executive session.
Wow, interesting.
It's crazy.
No, I can
They
stand
only
right
like
here.
free speech for them,
I need to go.
not when it opposes them.
On the premise, what did I do wrong?
Disrupting this meeting here, so we're gonna let you go now.
I'm not in the
We're gonna
meeting.
arrest you.
For what?
Interrupting the meeting. Now you can go.
Interrupting the meeting.
Screw you. Go ahead.
It's a public event.
Sorry
Like,
about that, bro. Sorry, brother. You gotta go to the parking lot, bro. Let's go.
it's so crazy.
Is that a gun? A gun? Where? So my wife did.
you are an expert in international trade law?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about
Bro, he's so funny.
the Supreme Court opinion in Learning
He talks slow, though.
Resources v. Trump.
Yes, Senator, that's the commonly referred to as the IEPA Supreme Court case, and it came out, I think now we're coming up on about a month ago. In that opinion, the Supreme Court held that President Trump did not have the authority to use IEPA using the words regulate, ellipses, importation to impose tariffs. And the Supreme Court declared that the tariffs that the president had imposed under IEPA were unlawful.
And what is the major legal doctrine that underpins the decision?
Well, the president had used IEPA during peacetime, but in terms of the doctrine itself, he'd relied on IEPA for the authority to impose tariffs, but the majority had said that essentially the clear text said that the president did not have that authority.
I never seen that.
It was the major questions doctrine, was it not?
Well, the major questions doctrine, Senator 3, so a plurality of the justices said that part of another reason why the president did not have the authority to impose the tariffs was due to the major questions doctrine. In other words, that this body had not essentially, for something of such political and economic significance, had not delegated the president the authority to impose tariffs pursuant to IEPA.
Man, all these people are Kamala.
Major questions doctrine, right?
Yes, Senator.
Just words and words
San
and words.
Francisco had a celebration for the Olympics.
This Let's see if this. Oh yeah, this pisses off liberals.
These ones are cold on this side.
Ice being nice.
JD Vance rips this reporter. Check this out.
Jeff, go ahead. First, Mr. Vice President, Democrats are already calling you the fraud czar. What's your reaction to that title? And then second,
Good title.
Second, given
I like
your past skepticism of foreign adventurism,
It's so funny.
are you completely on board with the current war in Iran?
So I like fraud czar. It's certainly what we're going to do. And look, we have to do it. As the president said, this is a problem that has festered in this country for far too long, and far too few people have actually wanted to do anything about it. That's what makes this administration different, is that we actually tackle the problems the American people have been confronting. So I'm very happy about it. And look, I think that I know what you're trying to do, Phil. You're trying to drive a wedge between members of the administration, between me and the president.
Yeah,
what the president said
division.
consistently, going back
Democrats
to
have nothing
2015, and I agreed with him, is that Iran should not have a nuclear weapon. We have taken this military action under the president's leadership. I think all of us, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, should pray for its success and pray for the safety of our troops. That's the approach that I've taken. Make it as successful as possible.
So there's no hesitation, given your past statements.
Knees crack, take me.
Where do we draw the line here? Fighting racism, and your book is Politics of Racism.
Racism as defined by Martin Luther King, the civil rights movement, judging people on the basis of their race rather than their character and so forth. That's not what my book is against fighting. Obviously, we should all fight that, no matter who it's directed at. What my book is fighting is this ideology that really was born with critical race theory in the 70s and 80s and became more popular.
How did we go from fighting a revolution over a 2% tax on a breakfast beverage to what we pay today? And we're taxed on money when we receive it.
This is why we're at where we're at. Listen to this.
Let's see.
You win a free 10-ounce silver bar, pure silver bullion, or a free Hershey's king-size chocolate bar.
Take this one.
You'll take the chocolate bar. Who needs a 10-ounce bar of silver? Have a good day.
What do I do with
It's
that?
your choice. A free 10-ounce bar of silver bullion or a free king-size Hershey bar.
I think I'll take the Hershey bar.
Go ahead.
If we meet and you call me by the wrong pronouns, it's gonna be a confrontation, and I don't think you.
Listen, mister. Today is the last day that you can download my new album and have it counted towards.
What is wrong with these people?
Backsliding.
Tell me about the war powers clauses.
Well, Senator, the war powers clauses require.
Clauses are they? Or which articles of the Constitution are they?
Well, the War Powers Act was an act of
I don't
Congress.
know. I'm not going to say
sorry,
I don't. But
I didn't.
I know
phrase
Kennedy
my
knows.
question right. Not the War Powers Act. The War Powers clauses. Let's start with which articles of the Constitution are involved.
That would be in Article 1, giving Congress the authority to declare war.
Oh, there you go. You got it right.
And what else?
Well, and then Congress also has the authority or the responsibility to fund whatever military actions are being.
And the president has a role to play, doesn't he?
He does. The president is the commander in chief of the
Under
armed
what
forces.
article?
That would be Article 2.
Okay.
Okay. That
Tell me
means
about the War
Trump can
Powers Clause.
do what he's doing with
bad for your
Iran.
liver, and
This is too good.
ABC suspended.
Do your best British accent.
Happy 4th of July.
We all do be looking rather dapper today, innit? Oh, that's
Blimey, mate. That's Crocodile Dundee. That's Australian. Yeah, potato, right? What's your problem?
What's your problem?
What's your problem?
Like what?
What's your problem?
What's my problem?
What's your problem?
What's my problem?
So you have these stupid, annoying.
This is just fact. Check this out.
Crazy. I'm looking at the price of oil. It's like by the barrel, it's going to hit $140. You're seeing a 42% increase in the price of oil.
Yeah.
Fertilizer is jumping. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the beginning of the Ukraine-Russian war. How soon I forgot. But that was the war everybody loved. Right?
Yeah.
All those people who put their flags on their bios, you know, those are the same people now wondering how long this war is going to last in 8 days. The Ukraine war is now into its 5th year, but you've moved on. They haven't. You know, it's amazing how little
gas is
they
up
cared
$3.
about the price of gas, the price
Per
of
stock.
fertilizer,
It's at
inflation, the
$96
strain
right
on the
now.
military. And you get this, Iran had like almost 30,000 people killed before this happened, people that were standing up to the regime. You know, it's maybe we should have this might matter more, but it's interesting how the emotion has shifted. The Biden White House pulled us into a war that had far less strategic value and importance than Iran. You know, Russia didn't take the lives of Americans. They weren't taking them hostage. They didn't support proxies who did October 7th. And yet every celebrity, you know, Ben Stiller, Sean Penn, some guy named Mark Hamill, you know, they loved Ukraine. Yeah. And if you didn't go along with it, if you questioned it, what were you called? A Putin lover. Believe me, I heard about it.
Hey! Oh,
oh my
Welcome
God.
to the motherfucking cruise.
I got a different one.
Do you think this is saving lives?
Sometimes I gotta.
Do you think this is saving lives?
Something my parents taught me.
In 24 seconds, how do you reconcile
this guy's got so many clips
that only Congress can declare war? Doesn't say make war, says declare war, but the president is commander-in-chief. What did our founders intend?
I think it goes along with the whole concept kind of underpinning the entire constitutional system we have of divided government, powers split between the different branches. And so I think there was an inherent tension built in.
They a bunch of Satanists, criminals, murderers, and pedos. We all pray to God while they worshiping the devil. Yeah, it's Hollywood, the royal family, politicians left and right. They seem anti-American, they anti-Christ. They anti-Christ. They anti-Christ.
He starts out with, they seem anti-American,
yeah,
but they're actually anti-Christ. That's a good one. That's nice right there.
They used to call it a conspiracy, but now it's real. We seen the files and the facts, don't care how you feel. They having pizza parties and that means they eating people. This might wake them up. QAnon didn't make it up. Missing kids got flown to Jeffrey's Island by who paid enough. The rich and famous.
So I say so, I say so, I say so.
News Network.
Zinc.
I ain't about that.
So it's great, actually. Every time you take drugs off the street, you save lives, and we know this. And the lower the crime rate, the better.
All right.
When you take poison off the streets, people that they thrive on people's addictions and deal poison, we have to incarcerate them. We have to help those that are addicted. When you look at those, Eric, you have 4 kilos of cocaine, 15 plus kilos of ecstasy, 22 kilos of meth, 400,000 in cash, 16 firearms that are not supposed to be on the street.
Watch how fast this goes downhill.
Do you really need your religion to tell maybe you shouldn't kill people? Do you really need a book to tell you that?
Why shouldn't I kill someone?
Taking a life is not a good thing, but
no, that's what the claim is.
Why do you need a book to tell you that?
You need something to tell you that, don't you? If you don't think God is necessary to ground morality, then what would you appeal to say it's wrong? Why is it wrong?
It's harmful.
So if it didn't harm someone, you could do something to them?
It's all about consent.
Okay, so if Aunt Mildred is on her deathbed and she signs a waiver that she allows her cadaver to be diddled by a bunch of strangers, that's totally in line with your ethical view, because there's no harm, right?
That does cause harm.
What harm?
Human cadavers have a lot of bacteria.
No, this one's clean.
That's not how decomposition works.
No, this one's pristine.
How decomposition works.
SqueakyCleanCadavers.com.
That's not how that works.
Okay, how about two brothers being married together?
I don't have a stance on that, personally.
Oh, well then you're no longer should have the microphone.
Fair enough. Mason, what the heck are you calling?
I cannot remember what I was doing before I met you. I've been captivated by the love that saved me. Singing I'm in love. I cannot remember.
Mason, what the heck are you coloring?
Not enough people talk about it.
Let me show you how CNN is able to get you to believe the exact opposite of the truth just by using some very choice language.
Iranian bombers came within just 2 minutes of striking the largest military base housing U.S. troops in the Middle East.
Now, just from hearing that report, you would probably believe that Iran got really close to striking us, right?
Yeah.
Here's the reality. He said they were 2 minutes away. Do you know that those jets travel between 30 to 40 miles per minute? Meaning that they were roughly 60 to 80 miles miles away from the base.
Yeah.
Do you know the
Okay.
distance from Iran to Qatar? About 110 miles. So in reality, that means that those bombers got in the air in Iran. And about a minute later, were intercepted by Qatari fighter jets. See, you can communicate the exact same facts, but the way you word it can drastically change what people think.
Will you tell the American people that
the egg and
it was crazy?
Electric bike pursuit. Oh God. It's not that serious, bro. I mean, he is running, but he's gonna go through the grass. If he's in an SUV. Well, that fucking electric bike is getting it. Oh. Damn. He can't hear you. You screaming, "Get off your bike!" He can't hear you. He's like, "Shit, my bike died." That's pretty awesome. I mean, good for him, but you shouldn't run from the cops. Shouldn't not. Let's see. Let's see. It's not up yet.
To be fair to Trump, when he got shot,
I'm going to tell
when
you.
he got shot, he got back up and said, fight.
You ever hear of a blade job? Anyway.
A blade? What, you think he was fake?
Where's his scar today?
Somebody died, literally, sitting behind him.
You're going to tell me this guy's a big hero now?
No, I think he could be heroic on one day.
People forget that other people were injured and one person died. But the bullet wasn't real, right?
And he can be less heroic on others.
Where's the scar?
Here's
a
scar.
scar.
The man who was killed, Mr. I've heard it pronounced comparator and comparator. Here's the proof. None of it can be 100%. That's the position that people are being. Family, coworkers, police, government officials, including Shapiro there in Pennsylvania, all confirmed the death. Are they all in on it? Here's the other one. Why would the New York Times be in on it? People who really, 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 really didn't want President Trump.
Oh, they got Hannity on today. What? Will Gavin Newsom be held accountable for fraud allegations? I mean, honestly, because the legal system is so gumped up. I mean, if you look, I think it's California sued Trump just in the year is like 200 times. So it probably will just drag out because of the legal system. So I will say that it will get dragged out. Oh, what happened? Scroll up. All right, let's change. What are we doing here? Change it up. Here we go. Let's do this real quick.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Did you ever think you would make it? I feel I'm supposed to taste sweet victory. I know this life meant for me.
Adam, what's your point? The future looks bright. My handshake is better than anything I ever signed. It's right here. You are a one-of-one?
My son's right about it.
I don't think I've ever said this before.
We're live. Ready to
We're live.
Oh, wow. All right, for everybody at home, don't panic. Don't freak out. Don't get mad. I'm only here for 1 day, 2 hours. That's all I ask. It's not a lot. What an honor to be here, hanging out with three of my favorite people. And I'm not patronizing you guys. I watch podcasts, but this is my top podcast. This is my favorite. When I was a guest, the only thing I didn't like is my friend over there, Thomas, did a better Clinton than I did.
Oh, no.
That was not cool.
About to have a Clinton we might have to have a Clinton off today at some point, Sean. We have to.
Well, it's Patrick.
That could get messy.
It's PatBetDavid's podcast.
Yes.
What an honor to sit in his chair. What a great entrepreneur. By the way, the new digs.
Yeah.
How awesome.
Oh, they're not done yet. They got more to put up.
What are you going to do with all the signed lockers?
It's over there right now.
Yeah.
People can come over if they come to visit our clients will come in. We take them in there. We've set the set there. They take pictures of it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. We love the fan and the client response to it. But you're right. Like when they replace Yankee Stadium or they get a new basketball court someplace and they cut the little pieces up, maybe we should like auction for charity or something.
It's kind of like Yankee Stadium when they closed it down. They were selling
all the old chairs.
All the old chairs.
We have Guys, one in the guys, other. I have to come clean. I've been selling pieces of the set. Because I'm not going to lie to you. No, I'm joking. But yeah. No, but John, it's an honor to have you here.
Yeah,
And by the way, PBD and our team from BetDavid Consulting, they're down at the Trump Doral.
Yeah, they were
for the
at
SLS.
The SLS.
So
the
we
Trump
appreciate
Doral.
you filling in for our CEO today.
First of all, what I love in the intro that you have, the new intro to this new studio, which I think is spectacular. I really love it. And I love studios. I just started a podcast, and I got a lot to learn from all of you, and I have a lot of questions. I don't know what the hell an algorithm is. I don't know how to tap into the algorithm, so I'll hopefully learn a lot from you guys. But honestly, to sit here with all you guys, the fact that I get to spend a day with you is an honor for me. For those of you at home, you're only putting up with me 2 hours. PatBetDavid will be back next week.
Unless you crush it, and he might just sit out. You never know.
You know,
welcome to the Sean Rob's Hannity the producer. podcast. He may call the shot there.
Do I have to introduce Adam, Thomas, and Vinnie? I think everybody knows everybody here.
They know.
And Robert over there at the controls. He's going to put up all the information for everybody. Patrick said something in your last podcast which caught my attention. Because one of the things that's important on a podcast, you got to get people to subscribe.
Yeah.
Those of you at home, by the way, good morning. I'm not a morning person. I go to bed at 4 o'clock. But hit the subscribe button.
Yep.
And this is the best podcast out there. And I'm going to tell you why. And
It
I'm
is.
not. You're going to think I'm patronizing.
One of the
because I'm
best.
here. I don't
It's
need to patronize.
the best.
I'm shooting straight. You are one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Thank you so much.
Okay?
Thank you.
And I hope you crush it today.
Thank you. I appreciate
And we
it.
set you up. You have no idea. That's coming up later in the podcast.
I'm used to it. I roll with the punches.
Okay. CEO, COO, 1.5 billion in assets that you have managed, and all these businesses that Thomas has been involved in. Unbelievable. Adam is an entrepreneur that teaches people how to manage money and accumulate wealth.
Yeah.
All right. All of that. This is what I love about Patrick. He put together a smart team, an ensemble cast. You guys have great chemistry. When I had the honor of just being a guest here, it was really an honor for me. And then I got to see how you all interact together. You were pushing me the hardest. Just so you know, you wanted to
Sean.
grab a controversial statement out of me so bad.
Extract all your wisdom and Adam wealth did that? of knowledge. Wait, what? I always play nice.
Oh, man. But, all right, so it's an honor. Call to action. Please subscribe. This is a great show. If you're looking there's a lot of stuff going on in the podcast world, right? Okay, in the podcast world, you have people basically talking to each other, yelling at each other, coming up with conspiracy theories. No, this is a show for smart, educated people that want real information about the world around them, and you guys deliver that in, every single show. So we're going to get to some of the topics here. One thing, I did start in the podcast space.
I was just going to ask you, I want to hear about this.
Okay, I said, don't worry about promoting my show, but you guys have been very gracious.
Have to.
You said, so I started a new pod.
Yeah.
So I do 3 hours of radio a day, an hour of TV a day.
Wow.
Okay? And then now I'm doing 2 days a week, and some days it goes on 2 hours, an hour and a half, 3 hours, whatever it takes. It's so fulfilling. You guys are all coming on. Do you know that? And we call it Hanging Out with Hannity. I think we got a... Robert, we got a promo?
Can we see this thing?
I don't mind. I can handle it. Believe me.
I'm going to make a pledge to you right now. You run for president, I'm running for president. Oh, Lord. You run, I run. You run, I
You talking about running against me?
Absolutely.
You lose. Love that.
All right, you're hanging out with Hannity. Look what I just got. Not only
Nice.
that, autograph. The Matthew Kachuk.
You've really embraced being
Big
a
time.
Florida man.
All I talk
this
about.
It's been great, and so it's good to
Oh, and I have the membership.
The Borg found new ground to assimilate.
Never move and you keep threatening. I've owned property down here for 25
did. No, you
years.
did.
I prefer them in the hoodie.
Again, I'm not making a statement. It's comfort.
What up, what up?
I can't find good clothes.
It's usually PatBetDavid
much of
with a
my
special
margarita.
guest,
I
but
love
Very good.
Blasio?
No, you should
I'm
not.
right
It's
to
an excellent
Blasio.
margarita.
We need to Blasio.
I'm trying to keep my wits about me.
That's cool.